This microtalk is part of a mini-series on greenwashing. We encourage you to watch the entire mini-series on our blog. Thank you.
Tackling greenwashing is a top strategic priority of regulators around the world. It is ESMA's #1 priority in its Sustainable Finance Roadmap of 2022 to 2024, with the same strategic focus being adopted by the UK's Financial Conduct Authority, the FCA, and in the United States, the SEC's Enforcement Task Force on Climate and ESG issues. These regulators have each confirmed that they will continue to challenge firms where they see potential greenwashing, taking appropriate action to prevent investors being misled.
So it might be reasonable to conclude that the increasing regulatory scrutiny of sustainability statements and claims would have resulted in businesses simply reducing the number of such statements that they make, a trend towards so-called greenwashing. This is, in many jurisdictions, not the case, however. This may be due in part to socio-environmental trends. So, for example, the fact that climate change is at the forefront of public consciousness, with consumers, investors, and civil society increasingly expecting ESG disclosures from businesses that are both sufficient and accurate. And of course, regulation, recognizing these trends in society and imposing an ever-increasing number of in-scope companies' sustainability disclosure reporting requirements. These trends are perhaps most obvious in Europe and the UK. So in the EU, the EU Commission and ESMA intend to tackle greenwashing through prescriptive legislation such as the Sustainable Finance Disclosure Regulation, or SFDR, which imposes entity and product level disclosure requirements on financial market participants, such as pension and investment funds that offer products labeled as sustainable to customers, and the Corporate Sustainability Reporting Directive, or CSRD, which imposes detailed environmental, social, and governance disclosure requirements on in-scope European and non-European companies. The UK is also, for its part, developing a comprehensive sustainable labeling, marketing, and disclosure regime with enhanced rules for products targeted at retail customers. This regime includes a new anti-greenwashing rule, which requires references to the sustainability characteristics of a product to be consistent with the sustainability profile of that product or service and clear, fair, and not misleading. It includes a general UK consumer duty, which requires, amongst other things, regulated firms in the UK to support retail customers achieve their financial objectives, which may, of course, include investing in sustainable products. And other sustainable disclosure requirements are included within the UK regime, setting out strict rules relating to product labeling, naming, and the marketing of sustainable products. In the US, by comparison, the SEC has also launched its Enforcement Task Force in March 2021 with the aim of developing initiatives to identify ESG-related misconduct, given increased investor reliance on climate and ESG-related disclosure and investment. To date, the task force has issued a number of large fines to companies for misleading sustainability statements and also to asset managers who have failed to comply with their stated ESG policies. So regulators are developing comprehensive anti-greenwashing rules and regulations that will place the onus and risk on companies to comply. I would like to thank you for joining me, and if you would like to know more, there is a lot more detail on our Free Writings and Perspectives blog, as well as on our Eye on ESG blog. All the very best. Thank you.